Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Surviving Mars in our Shadow of Elysium Redux series. One thing I mentioned in the last episode that I would like to take care of in the beginning of this one as soon as I can is we need to get our water production going out here. Now we've got a couple of deposits. We've got one slightly closer with, I think, yeah, slightly more water. That's the one I would like to go to first. So the first thing I need to do, I need to micro this a little bit. We're going to set up a kind of a supply chain here. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and do the power lines. These drone hubs will not need to be powered, because again, we have that breakthrough set up, but that doesn't change the fact that let's see. Doesn't change the fact that I'm going to need power lines going out to my water production, as well as to my... as well as pipes to my new water production, or water extractors. That's the word I was looking for. So let's go ahead and get... let's see... Those are our first three. And with that being done, power cables just need to run up to these, but then the pipes themselves, we just go like this. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now the issue with this is going to require a ton of metal. Like a lot of metal. There's no mincing words about that. Also, my concrete production is going to need to be bolstered soon, so I'll need to keep an eye on that. Just looking at my total lack of concrete production, thinking, I'm probably going to need to change that at some point, I imagine. Okay. So that's all the power line I'm going to get out there, but now I need to establish drone hubs that can take me out that location. So first one will be, looks like, right here. And then where's the line of overlap? Right here. Universal storage goes right there. And then we will have another one, another universal storage right out here. I know it's too far. I know. But we're going to do it anyway. And then there's that, which means our final one can be right here. And I'm going to put it in range of both of these water deposits because I am thinking ahead. To tell you the truth, with that being in place, that means I can move this one a little closer to where there's just a bit more of a healthy overlap. Again, these will not require power. I'll say that a couple of times just so everyone's clear. But they will require lots of metal. It's probably going to be the best one to go with, right? There's one over here, and there is some concrete left in these deposits. I could keep producing concrete from one that I've already been working on. Yeah, I could do these two. It's not pretty per se, but yeah, let's do that. I mean, it's not perfect. It's very similar to where we had concrete production going similarly, but at least it'll get an additional part of the surface area done. I'm going to move this one just slightly. It's more on the edge there. There we go. So now we need power cables. Beautiful. All right, so if those get going soon-ish, I'm going to high prioritize them so that that is just not an issue anymore. We'll hopefully find another source of metals before too long, but this is going to require a ton of metals. I mean, all of these, the pipes and everything. Everything requires metals except for the water extractors. So we're going to have a lot of work to do. The very first thing I need to do now is, let's see. What would be the best spot? We pretty much need to put the RC commander right there. So he's headed up that way. We don't have that many drones with the RC commander. Eventually I might need to order some more drones. Just a thought. Ditmar number 1 is in the process of, well, it's still on high priority. Let's put it on medium priority. Just so that drones split their work a little bit more effectively. You know, one thing I'm realizing I can do to help this process along, this just has 6 drones, but some of the other drone hubs, this one has 11. Let's drop you down to 8. This one has 12. Let's drop you down to 8. And let's go up to this drone hub and say, you know what? You need 12. And we'll leave an extra one. Actually, we'll give an extra one to the RC commander. Merry Christmas, RC commander. Alright, so another thing we need to do is go ahead and summon our first colonists. I think we need to go ahead and do that because this infirmary does need to get finished. So I'll put some of this on high priority. I want to set up the wheat to have some cover crops and everything ready to go. But I think we are ready to go ahead and summon our first colonists so we can start working this metals extractor. I'm going to turn this on so that it's ready to go. We'll have all of the shifts open for obvious reasons, and I do want it to be high priority for people. So also just high priority for maintenance. Let's go to our passenger rockets, and we have so many matching colonists. First of all, let me change a few things. No gamers allowed. Sorry guys, no gamers. Can't do it. Flaws, I want to say no flaws and see where that gets me. Nice, we do have enough. So no flaws. Specializations, I don't think I want to prioritize anything really. I want an even mix of people. I want some good no specs. It would be good to have some specialists for sure, but I think right now I just need a good mix of people, kind of like the initial colonists were. So let's go ahead and let me make absolutely sure. No tourists. We could say that we want more religious people because it would bring colonists with higher individual base morale, but I'm not going to worry about that. There's so many things prioritized here. I wonder how much that's throwing the system off. I'm not worried about it. These are just, they don't rule any colonists out, so they don't affect this number. Let's launch. And that's going to bring in 22 colonists to live in our new dome, and bring in some metal for us. We still have 3 Earthsick colonists. I'm really hoping that that changes as soon as this situation kind of is resolved. I mean, we did have some living quarters built so that there's no more homeless people, at least. You can see they're actually quite full over there. There are some additional people moving into the old folks' home, which is good. And let me double check to make sure. One thing that I can do, I think I mentioned this in the last episode. One thing that I can do is I can say for like the original dome, hey, I don't want seniors working here. I could also, I could say that I definitely don't want seniors living here. let me go ahead and do that for this dome. That makes a lot of sense. If I say no to seniors here, I mean, there aren't any at present, but that'll just help people stay away from a dome where I definitely need the population to be a working population for the sake of the machine parts factory and the electronics factory. You know, I've still got this on high priority, and I'm not sure I need it to be on high priority anymore. Because electronics production could be good too. And if people start splitting their effort between these two things, I might not produce as many machine parts, but it could work out in the end in my favor. We don't have the factory boost ability yet. But yeah, let's have those running equally. Polymer factory is also on high priority. I'm going to keep it that way. All right, so you can see the RC commander going to town, getting stuff ready here. Another thing we're going to need is some charge stations, so I will take care of this while I'm thinking about it. There's that. And there's that. Once this one gets built, I'm going to have to do the same thing and move the RC commander out this direction. And they should be able... Yeah, I'll put them right here, and they'll be able to move everything they need to. Need to get that constructed. Martian Institute of Science research is complete. That's good news. I'm a little bit low in electronics, so until I am really confident that my supply chain is working, I'm not going to queue that up. Well, I might be able to get away with it. Especially if I get some funding from a rocket. Now, let's get these drone hubs built first. Those are gonna require electronics, and I don't want to have to deal with a conflict of interest for my drones, the things that they're currently building. I will, however, go ahead and get some more apartments started here, just so that there is ample space to bring down a second load of colonists quickly if the need arises. Concrete extractors are going already. I am not going to run Amplify on those. Power production isn't worth it. Just having two running at once will be good enough. Colonists are almost here. Cannot wait. It's good news. How are we doing over here? We're almost done scanning our little cliff that we're living on. Okay. Colonists have arrived. Let's land parallel to the first rocket. We only have 2 Earthsick colonists now. Very, very good. I'm happy to see that. Okay. Now, the metals extractor is set up to have people work it as needed. We have 100 colonists now. And no one's leaving, thank God. I'm going to keep... Yeah. Make sure Ditmar number 1 remains high priority for the drones in the area. Well, let's not do that. What I need to be high priority are these drone hubs. And these water extractors. That's what I want people to focus on. But we should not look at that. 10 metals per sol now being produced. We are, unfortunately though, now running low on water, so we're not producing enough water from our current supply, in addition to the fact that we're running out quickly. I'm actually surprised this drone hub hasn't been built yet. Is it a metals thing? Probably a metals thing. What I could do to speed this along is load resources using the RC rover. Yeah, we've needed a lot of metals to get this stuff built, so I knew this would kind of, you know, get a little tight. I'm hoping the scans that I'm running right now find some additional metal. That would be ideal. But I don't know for sure that that'll happen, of course. If I knew for sure that these things would happen, I wouldn't have had the issues with either Shadow of Elysium series that I've had so far. Things have been better with this one, but yeah. Oh, wait, no. I meant to pause. You are not quite done refueling yet, so no. Don't, I don't need you to do anything. Alright, so are you loading? Yep, you're loading. Let's go ahead and bring this metal. I can put it right out here, or I can put it by these guys. Let's unload right there. Once I have 30 rare metals in this rocket, I will send it away. Now the electronics are still needed out here. Where are they? Evidently I need to do some electronics transport as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and load these. Just helping my drones along, because they seem to be struggling a little bit. Yeah, with that metal in the area, they're going to be able to finish all that real quick. But we need that drone hub going before we move the RC commander. Bitmar number 1 can launch. Show me the money. How we doing water? I think we're going to be okay. We'll see. Yeah, if 3 of these are not enough, though, I'm going to need an additional water extractor out here. Alright, so electronics are loaded up where I need them. Let's go ahead and unload out here, and that should really enable all the drones to do the work they need to do. That's interesting. They were following the RC rover almost as if they knew that those metals or electronics were about to be available for them. Interesting. Alright, let me move the RC rover out here. Or the RC commander. Oh wait, no, not yet, not yet, just kidding. Keep doing stuff. Keep doing things. I was just kidding. Some metals in Sector C7 would be lovely. Just to make sure I don't run out. I mean, I am producing a good amount per day, but I would love to top off a little bit. We're going to get a nice shipment of money in just a bit, and we could use that potentially to order some new drones. It's one exciting possibility. Our fuel production is pretty low at this point since our water... Well, it's because our water production is crap. But okay, so now that the drone hub is up and running, we now need to get an RC commander out here. Whoa! Game! Okay, this is definitely... I think it might be surviving Mars, but that's the camera-related bug that I've been talking about. I will do a driver update after I think I mentioned this last episode, but that was disorienting. It's not happening in any other games that I'm playing, so that's what makes me inclined to think it's surviving Mars, but it, you know, like I said, it could be a driver update. I think I said this in the last video. So, let's... Oh, hello, that Universal Depot is not close enough. Why did I build it there? Maybe I built it there before I moved the other things. That's probably what I did. Perfect. Alright, so the RC commander is on its way. We just need to get this stuff built. As soon as this drone hub is done, we should be okay. Hopefully. Maybe. Perhaps. Tell you what, Victor number 1, go ahead and Allow exports. All right, we are low on metals again. Oh, just kidding. Sector C7 has metals. Here they are. Very nice. So let's go ahead and create a transport route. I'm going to say load resource metals from that area. That's perfect. That couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, we're producing 10 per day, but just to make sure that we don't run out. Now, the downside of our current situation is that the drones working this area have to move all of the electronics needed themselves, one at a time. All right, dust repulsion is done. That'll help with our metals consumption by reducing the maintenance required on solar plants. What are we working on now? With dust repulsion being done, we've unlocked tribolectric scrubbing. Nice! So this is the pulse building, which will reduce the dust accumulated on buildings in its range. Is there anything else that I want to queue up, though? Yeah, there are some early game techs that I haven't looked into. I'm going to queue them up. And then I definitely want both of these. We're gonna keep artificial muscles first, but I want bioengineering too. We're low on polymers now. Is that because of a water shortage? Probably. Or it might be because of a fuel shortage. Tell you what, let's... Yeah, we're about to have a bit of a water crisis. Hopefully the new water production will go online in time. But, what was I going to do? That's right, fuel refinery needs to be built out here. Just an additional one. Alright, so this guy's picking up some of the new metals that I just found, and that should be enough. The issue is... yeah, thankfully the electronics are making it out to the drone hub. That's the main thing, actually, that I was going to say would be an issue. But we do need some additional water production as well, and we're almost out at our supply, so we're going to be relying on our towers. No bueno. Need to get these electronics going. Alright, so since that... tell you what can we do to speed this along? We can get some additional polymers from Earth, which shouldn't be necessary once I have the fuel production going again, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe additional drones are what I need the most with this load. Just 20 new drones? 30 new drones? 32 new drones? You know what? Let's do it. If efficiency has been an issue with the colony so far, you know, and things getting moved as quickly as they need to be moved, why not go ahead and just put some additional drones in place to help get these things set up? It will speed things up as soon as they arrive. I'll distribute them between the drone hubs that need them the most, and go from there. Alright, so we're getting the power lines set up too. That's good to see. RC transport number 1 is bringing back 45 metal. Only one Earth-sick colonist at this point, I'm very happy to say. Auto-saving, okay. Yeah, starting to get low on electronics, but I still have enough, right? Yeah. I just need the one more for the drone hub and I'll be fine. How are we doing on electronics production since we deprioritized stuff over here? Yeah, machine parts production has actually gone down a good bit since I deprioritized these. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I could prioritize both and say both need to be high, but then other things might be shortchanged, like polymers. Old folks' home is starting to populate. That's good to see. Let's Tell you what, let's go ahead and make both of these high priority, so that these 3 buildings are the focus, the work focus of these colonies. Even more than the rare metals extractor. Buildings with depleted deposits. Alright, there goes our water. So let's go ahead and demolish those. That will free up some resources. What specifically will free up? Yep. 1 concrete and 3... Or 1 machine part, 3 concrete. I was like, why is this sentence not working? It's because I was saying something that was not true. Alright, good. Alright, this deposit is depleted already, but we probably got all the concrete we needed from it, so I will go ahead and demolish you as well. Yes, I know, you're not connected. But you will be in a second. Alright, so now I just need metal. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go here. We're going to load up metals at this location. I'm going to take them all out to where I need to go. Where's my concrete, mainly? I guess here, because we need to get concrete out there, too. Still waiting for Victor number 1 to fully load up with rare metals, so I will wait. Let's see how these factories are doing. A little better now. Okay. And we're still producing a decent amount of rare metals per day, so that situation worked out. But we need this situation to work out, otherwise we're going to have dehydration in a bit. So hurry up, guys. Alright, so this guy's loaded up with metal. Let's unload here. Also, our new drones are about to arrive. That's really going to help a lot. Since this is a drone shipment, what I'm actually going to do is have the drones, well, they need to land in a place where they can help. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to reallocate them anyway. So let's just land them here. Yep, still waiting for that rocket to fill up. My heart's like pounding because I don't want to hit dehydration status. We are quickly approaching that point. Alright, so we did find some more surface metal. That's good to see. We don't need it really anymore, but... Alright, there's the metal. Last metal that I need. We're going to let that RC trans... Oh, we got a cold wave incoming. That's hilarious. Alright, that means we also are going to need to have... Well, as long as these are running, it'll be okay, but we're going to need to have a, whatchamacallit set up. A heater. Let's load concrete over here. Because that's the other resource that we need, in addition to machine parts. Almost makes me wish I had an additional RC transport. Alright, now with this guy being down, I'm going to select him and reassign those drones to that commander. Now that commander now has 38 drones. Not necessary. But we will let them have 16. We'll let this one... Oh, wait, no. Have 16. And we will let this one have 16. Much better. That one gets 12. That one gets 10. And that one gets 8. Perfect. Okay, now we're still, waiting on both of these to load up. New drones are going to town. The metal stuff has been built. We've got the pipes in place. All right, there we go. Dehydration. We've run out of life support. We need this concrete yesterday. Come on, guys. I really focused this entire episode on getting this done as soon as I could, but just couldn't happen fast enough. Okay, now you can unload over here. They're also going to need machine parts. I have prioritized these, right? Yes, I have. Yeah, see, the resources are coming. So we're going to have some water production soon. The drones are working on it, especially with the new drones being in place. You can see them buzzing about. We just don't want to have anyone die. Come on now. I'll try and get this going before I end the episode. We are producing a decent amount of metal now. Alright guys, go to town. Yeah, there we go. That's all the concrete you need. Now I can load up machine parts and definitely finish that off. Good, 2 of them are going live, going up right now. I guess maybe the machine parts, these guys can bring in on their own. Do I want to have an additional water extractor, or do I want to just let the 4? I'm going to let just the 4 do it. But where do I have some machine parts? Let's have a look around, shall we? I don't think too many of them are just sitting about. Yeah, the machine parts that I do have are... They're not in one location, so I'm going to have to trust the drones to bring them themselves. They might already be bringing them, that might be why I can't find them. But let me also... I think I saw... There is some more metal up here. Oh, there's actually some underground metal that I haven't fully scavenged yet. Good to see. Let's go ahead and load metals here. And then unload... Wait a minute. Supply route. Wasn't giving me the second option. This happens a good bit. Load metals. There we go. Unload resource. That's what I want to see. Okay, so almost ready to take off with Victor number 1. Dimmer number 1 really shouldn't be receiving any fuel. This is frustrating. I guess I always need to make sure one rocket is on higher priority than the others. Oh, another thing I definitely need to do here is get these dumping sites going. Okay, so 1 more. Just need 2 more machine parts here, and we will be golden. Actually, we won't. We still need to amplify maybe 2 of these, which is going to affect power production. Oh man, yeah, we're not going to have enough water still on top of that, with even those water extractors in place. I mean, I could set up another one. I can do that in the meantime. Address the problem 2 different ways at once. Now, will my pipes be able to get to you? No, they won't. So we're going to turn you around. All right. Not as quick of a resolution as I would have thought. It's mainly because we were building the medium dome while kind of starting to run low on how much water we were producing, so even with these running... Oh yeah, see. We also need to make sure... Yeah, that just upped the ante on me here. This cold wave arriving. I wasn't even watching the cold wave timer because I've been so focused on getting this situation resolved. Alright, so I've got to end this episode, which I hate because we're in the middle of a tense moment, but I'll jump into it in the next one for sure. I don't even have a subsurface heater set up yet at the new dome, so we have our work cut out for us, so to speak, with keeping everyone alive here. Let's put put that thing there. And I do want to go ahead and turn on the old one before it freezes. We've got these as well over here. Look at my power situation. We have lots of stored power, but it's not going to last. And all of these subsurface heaters need to be maintained. So I'm going to stop this episode here. I didn't realize I've been going for 35 minutes, but in the next one, we are hopefully going to get this last water extractor online relatively quickly. And once we're done with that, there should be enough water production for the entire colony. And also things should be relatively unfrozen. If these freeze, then we'll have a real problem in our hands. Well, they are frozen at the moment, but the... wow, they actually froze kind of quickly. I thought it was supposed to take longer to freeze. That seems like a bit of a bug. But yeah, I'll stop this one here, and in the next one, as soon as this subsurface heater is repaired, we are going to, again, hopefully get that situation resolved. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.